very familiar.
Who are you? What have you done?
You ask as if I were a ruffian, a wanderer with no place in this palace. Know that I am a son to King Shahraman, and brother of Prince Malik, who rules here in our father's name. I did not come here seeking a mythical army. I was sent to study alongside my brother, that someday I might be as great a leader as he is. This territory was once the heart of King Solomon's mighty empire. According to legend, it holds a secret we are sworn to protect. Perhaps that secret is the reason the fortress is much sought after by neighboring kingdoms. Malik was sent here so the army would have a strong commander, to discourage attacks. But even Malik's famed strength could not discourage everyone.
What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. We are back with a brand new series. We are playing through the fourth game in the Prince of Persia trilogy. If I guess that doesn't really work, but we're back playing the Forgotten Sands. This is the fourth game, I think, in the chronological trilogy, but it fits between the first game, The Sands of Time, and the second game, Warrior Within. So it slots right between them chronologically. But this game obviously came out after the trilogy was released. So we are back with a brand new series, and we're going to be playing through the Forgotten Sands. We are playing all of the Prince of Persia games that we can up till the new HD remaster comes out. So this game should tie us over until that game is released next year. We have a 2026 release for that game. So I believe we might finish this series by then, or at least by early next year. If this is like a 20 episode series, that feels about right. Right, we're in, what is it, September? End of September? Yeah, we're early September, so I don't know, maybe we'll finish this around Christmas, maybe early in the year next year. So yeah, we're basically playing through the Prince of Persia games leading up to the HD remaster. We're going to be able to see what that is all about. We just had the introductory cutscene where, if you guys noticed, we have the original voice actor back doing the voice for the prince in this game as well, so I'm excited. So yeah, we're going to get stuck into this, but before we do, please do hit that like button and hit the subscribe button if you are keen for this series, and if you want to stay notified on when these episodes drop. We also have on this channel, currently I'm playing through The Last of Us. We're up to episode 13, I believe, so definitely go and check that series out as well if you guys are interested. Link will be at the end of this video for those videos if you are keen to also watch The Last of Us series. So we are going to be playing through that, and we're also going to be playing through some new games leading up to the end of the year. Once we finish up The Last of Us, I'm thinking I'll probably go into playing another Resident Evil game. Maybe we'll play Bioshock. I guess we'll see. If you guys want to kind of tell me what game you would prefer me to play next, definitely leave a comment down below. I would love to hear what you guys think. I'm very excited. I've never played the Bioshock games, so I really want to play those. And I got the HD remasters for those, or the... Yeah, I think they're the remasters. So we'll be playing those versions. And also have a couple of other puzzle games that I want to play as well. We might do some co-op collaborative games with Jaden once again. There's a couple of series I want to play with him. For example, I think it's... there's like a story basis. It's by Ubisoft, another Ubisoft game. So yeah, there's a bunch of games that are going to be played on this channel, so if you're keen for any of those, please do hit that subscribe button, support this channel so I can keep making these videos and keep bringing them to you guys. But we're not going to waste any more time, because I am just, ooh, the prince jumps really high. Well, yeah, we're not going to waste too much time, because I want to continue on with this. But there is a couple of things I want to say while we run down these stairs. This game is made using, I believe, the Assassin's engine. The Assassin's Creed engine. I think this came out around the time that number 3 came out. Assassin's Creed Brotherhood, maybe? So yeah, we've got the updated engine, updated visuals, and man, things look so good now. This is a big step up compared to the Prince of Persia 2 Thrones, and even that was a step up from Warrior Within and Sands of Time. So man, we are getting some eye candy with this game. I'm playing this on PC, so this is max settings, so we can take in all of the glory.
I have to find Malik. He'll be planning a way out of this.
But yeah, so if you guys, for those of you who don't know, originally Assassin's Creed was supposed to be the next Prince of Persia game after the trilogy. They instead opted to make Prince of Persia into a new franchise that we now know as Assassin's Creed, which is massive. And the engine that was made for Assassin's Creed was originally made for Prince of Persia. So now we've kind of come full circle. We've played the original games, and now we're playing from the Assassin's Creed engine, the new Prince of Persia game that they made. They finally got around to making the Prince of Persia game. So I am keen to see just how much more fluent it is. I can already tell things are much more snappy and very responsive in terms of controls. The animations are really clean. Woo! Fighting. He jumps so high. It's like insane. Alright. I don't... Oh, no! I don't have reverse time. Dang it. I need to get used to these new movements, so... yeah, it's a little bit different because I'm used to playing the other games, and this feels like it has more freedom in the movement. It's really weird to describe, actually, but it feels like if I point myself this way, I can... Actually, here's the perfect way to describe it. Wait, I just realized something. This set piece is a homage to the first game. This is almost exactly the same as the raid sequence in the Sands of Time, where we had to climb up the wall.
Up we go.
This is almost exactly the same. I wonder if that was intentional. So we go around the corner. Same thing happened.
Of course, it offers such a lovely view.
Wow, actually, this is really cool because it's almost like they're showcasing what they're able to do now. Well, now being 10 years ago. What? So that is one thing. If you were to hold up to jump, up to the next thing, you would jump up, but I think in this, and I'm gonna have to get used to this, you just jump. Okay, if I press circle. Oh no, he just jumps away from the wall. Okay, we're gonna have to get used to that. I don't know how we jump up. If there's a ledge above us, if it just automatically will choose not to. That's gonna be something that's gonna trip us up. Being used to the old controls.
Wasn't the best idea.
But man, look how buttery smooth this is in comparison. What does it say? Oh. Okay, that's cool. Let's see. If we go this way. Oh, we can't. Okay. Oh, that is nice. Oh, that feels way nicer. Circles sort of go down. That's good. Oh, the animations are really nice too. There's a bit more of a rounded face in this game.
I'm starting to feel that the odds in this battle are not in our favor.
They're showcasing that they can have way more enemies on screen. Wow, this is so good. You know what? Oh, hey guys. Hey, that's not nice. Okay, we can't do any cool aerials yet. But I remember that there was like a way to unlock things in this compared to the other games where you just would earn it as you progressed. There's like a skill tree or something. Actually, I don't know if we can open it. There we go, skill tree. So I think, interesting. I never got to use this because I played like the introductory. I don't have escape bounds or anything. Oh, these are cool. Man, I wonder if these are like legitimate scale war machines, right? Like we've seen those sorts of things have been shown in, I think, Lord of the Rings. I remember seeing them use like similar sorts of war machines to get their troops to places. I wonder if that is inspired by a real thing. Okay, so red gives us health. There we go. Man, the visual update is so... it's just so nice, man. Whew. I can see why he needs to be able to jump so far, man. Oh man, I don't know how to describe it for you guys because you guys are not playing it, but the feeling of the controls, it just feels so smooth. I don't know why, but man, it does. It does feel slightly less responsive than the other games when it comes to combat, because there's a transition animation playing when you're doing combat, but at the same time it also feels smoother, if that makes sense. I wonder if that is just the animation that's creating that effect. Like, I don't know if you guys are noticing, but when I go to War Run, there it's really quick.
Where to now?
But when I start a War Run from flat ground, don't do that. I did not see that there was only a balcony there. Actually, I'll show you guys at this section. When I go to War Run across this gap, it feels like there's a little bit of a weight to the character, right? So he jumps to the wall and then runs across, where in the Trilogy he just kind of goes straight into a run. It felt a little bit more responsive in that fact. So there is that. That is a slight change. You should be able to see it here again. It feels slightly slower, but then this feels so smooth.
Now?
So for those who are interested, from a game mechanic standpoint, what you're witnessing is called a traversal system. It's the system that controls how the character moves and how they run across different things. And the way that this is set up is that you have your character basically have a bunch of sensors on their character. So projected from the prince's hand is where there's like a line that gives his hand the ability to grab onto things that are grabbable. So it's like almost like there's this internal machine that controls what the prince can grab onto and what the prince doesn't grab onto, and it does it by itself dynamically. The programmer doesn't have to go in and go, okay, because the prince is right here, he has to grab onto this. It's not as blatant, which is how the original Prince of Persians were made. Their traversal system was a little bit more rudimentary, where this has a lot more of the heavy lifting is done by a series of clever rules and sensors built into the character. And it really allows for the motion of the character in particular to feel so much more smooth. Like, man, he knows exactly where to grab. If we go back and we compare to the original trilogy, the hand placement might not be exact. The foot placements and stuff might not be exact when you actually like properly look. And all of that adds to having that ability in this game of being able to like dynamically control the character's animation without manually animating it yourself as an animator makes things feel way more polished, way more seamless, way more clean. And it's really, really making this game feel so much more smooth.
This reminds me of Azad.
It does. So this is between Sands of Time and the Two Thrones, right? So
This also reminds me of Azad.
so there shouldn't be any references to the later games, but I'm curious whether there will be like more like nods. Also, go away, you play. No one likes you. Go away. I don't need that on my screen. Thank you. Ooh, look at the detail. Very nice.
This is looking worse and worse.
Oh man, this looks so good, man. I don't remember it looking this good when I played it on the PlayStation 3 either. I think we're getting the best of the best visuals because we're playing it on PC. Oh, I'm glad that wasn't a death. Careful. The camera system also is dynamic.
Back to the gate! Follow the prince!
Are you following me? Oh, wait. Wait, me? I'm right here. I'm confused. So... Oh, it's just... if...
Make way for the prince!
Malik!
Oh, that's right. It's his brother, isn't it?
He must not hear me with the battle going on.
Right. Oh, man, this is smooth. So, the original trilogy... Oh, my God, that is so smooth. The original trilogy, it would kind of almost snap you to the, I guess, beam that you walk across, and then you'd be able to walk across it. So there would be like this moment where you're not controlling the character as the game positions your character onto the beam correctly, sets up the animations for you to walk across it, and then it plays them as you move forwards and backwards. Where this, oh my God, it's like so seamless. What actually, that is insane. Look how good that transition is. These sorts of things are features that came into games around this era, which is around, what, I think 2012. I'm not sure when this game came out. I have to double check that. But around like 2012 era was also around the same time that GTA 5 was being released. The dynamic animation system was created, and I'm actually not sure which game studio patented it first, but man, it might have been Ubisoft, because look how seamless that is. I don't have to correct where I'm running, it just does it, and it just feels so, oh man, it's so good. Even to get a game like an indie game to do it that seamlessly, even nowadays, you don't see it that cleanly done. Always. That's, oh my god, I'm geeking out, man. One thing that when I create and work on my own games, the main thing that I really want to focus on is the feel. The feel of the gameplay. How does it feel when you're pressing the buttons? How does it make you feel? And that's something I've always focused on. I've been working on a game in my spare time called Puzzle Cube. And it's a game that I worked on back in 2012. It was like one of my first attempts at making a game. And I have come back to it multiple times to kind of remake it and rework it because I really enjoyed the concept of the game. But the controls, as I got better with coding and game development, I've always come back to try and refine, to try and improve and stuff. So it's been one of those like long-term work in progress projects where I've probably remade it over a dozen times by now, just to kind of work out what control systems work, what game mechanics work, and to like make something as seamless. Look how smooth, man. Oh my god, look how clean and smooth it feels. So, oh my god, man. Look at that, that's so cool. It feels great. Like, it feels absolutely fantastic to use this traversal system. That's what you want in a game. You want the player to be like, man, I feel so badass. I'm not hindered by my controls. I feel like I am freed almost. I have been given more freedom with my controls. And I'm loving this. This is amazing. This might also just be me having played the original trilogy, now being spoiled, but I'll tell you. Now, as you can see, foot placement, the animation isn't placing the feet precisely. This is all driven by what is called inverse kinematics, or IK systems, that will basically determine and dictate where the feet and the hands get placed based upon certain parameters that are applied to the individual bricks that are sticking out from the wall. This was, obviously you've probably seen this in the Assassin's Creed games, but yeah, it basically tells the foot, is this a placeable surface? Yes, place yourself here. So they snap to the right spot. It's a little bit janky, right? We got a little bit of like snapping and like teleporting. So like as we move over a particular threshold, it almost like teleports the character if we do it too quickly. Yeah. Which is weird, but this is like still earlier stages for this engine. The callbacks to the original game though, with the platforming.
Fall back!
Man, look how big his sword is. One thing I remember about the movie that they did on this was that the Persians had certain swords that were considered to be really, oh man, seamlessness of this movement is so clean. Was that the swords were like made of a like Arabic steel, which was apparently the best in the world at one point. So I like seeing how all of the swords and stuff are so unique and really cool in their design. Get out of here. Puss. I don't know how I did that, but that was cool. Man, I am enjoying this game so much. This episode might be a little bit longer than our usual. Normally we go for like a 30-minute long episode. But we might run this one a little bit longer because I've been kind of geeking out and talking about the game mechanics. And we're gonna try and like end each episode on like a kind of a natural point.
I'll never catch up to Malik at this rate.
Yeah, oath. Climb across every wall where he's just walking through. Yeah, so I wanna, cause I'm not sure, like in obviously the Two Thrones in the previous game, we had like save points, specifically positioned throughout the environment, where we could basically save the game and end the episode. So this is an auto-save system, so it might be a little bit hard. So we're gonna gauge each episode based upon our progression and position in the story, and we might end it at certain points. So I'll be curious to know if you guys want longer episodes for this series or shorter. So if you guys do prefer the longer, maybe hour-long episodes, or perhaps the shorter half-an-hour-long episodes, let me know in the comments. I know a lot of people do prefer the shorter episodes because it's just not as heavy of an investment to watch. So that's what I'm going to aim for. But this episode we're going to do a little bit longer, just because of the extra talking. And because it's the first episode of the series, we might as well. Oh my god. Visually this is amazing. Brilliant upgrade. Hey. There we go. Okay.
Malik! Is this how you welcome family?
Hold!
You've picked a bad time for a visit.
I would have said you've picked a bad time for a war!
Well, next time I expect you, I'll tell my enemies not to invade. It's fortunate you're there. We need this gate open. The mechanisms are on those towers. Once you activate them all, the gate will rise. I assume since you got yourself up there, it won't be a problem.
Not at all!
Good. And then get down here quickly. I don't want to tell our father you were injured while in my care.
Your care!
Quickly now.
Interesting. So, we learned in the, I think it was at the beginning of, actually it was like halfway through the Two Thrones, that the prince had like daddy issues, which was the whole reason why he went goth in Warrior Within. That's our assumption. We don't actually know. We don't have that part of the story. But it doesn't look like he... I mean, maybe he has issues with his dad right now.
Hurry and get down here!
Maybe that's why he's visiting his brother. He left home.
There's no way down! Go on, I'll meet you!
The vault! Head to Solomon's vault!
Solomon.
Solomon's vault?
Damn.
What's he planning?
So I believe Solomon in mythology. I'll have to look this up because I really enjoy like the mythology in this series. So I wonder if it's based off the same thing. But I remember Solomon being a magical king who was very wealthy, at least in the Arthurian legends, I believe is where I've heard him appear. So I wonder if that's related, because Solomon was definitely a Arabic.
I'll just take the long way. It's much faster.
Like the smart-ass humor is back. But yeah, I think that's Solomon. Solomon is an Arabic king, I believe, in the legends. And it's like referenced in the King Arthur legends as well. So I'll have to look up the mythology. I'm curious whether that's incorporated in this. Alright, fine. How about kick, slice, kick, slice, kick. There we go, okay. We worked it out. So, was a block breaker, and then we can attack. Also, if I'm wrong about the mythology, let me know in the comments. I'd love to learn more. One of my favorite things to kind of learn about is mythology. And learn like, all kinds of mythology. I love Asian mythology, European mythology, Australian indigenous mythology is also really cool. Some of the creatures in their Dreamtime mythology is so interesting and so unique. Man, we're about to... I don't know how to block. Hey. Like, I'm used to holding this to be able to block. Okay, that's cool. Maybe it's a roll dodge. Careful. Alright, now we're into the palace.
Oh, I'm sorry, Malik. Did I keep you waiting? I was tired from traveling all day, so I stopped in the baths to relax for a while. Then I had a nice hot meal, and now I'm ready to help you defend your kingdom.
The snarky attitude. Oh, damn, man, that is some finger grip strength. Oh my god. Wait, hold on, I need to try this. Yo! The direction I hold on the thumbstick dictates how he will jump. It no longer is determined by what side of the pole he's on. Like if I'm here, I'm just gonna hold towards the direction of that pole and jump. And it just autocorrects. Oh my god, quality of life improved greatly. That is so much better. Wow, that is fantastic.
Fall back to the gates!
Why are they going to the vault though? The vault seems like a weird place to go in the middle of a war. That's like where you go if you're gonna lose, right? The vault's gonna be sealed and hard to penetrate. That's what a citadel's for,
Those
right?
gates lead to the treasure vaults. I'll need to find a way down there.
You typically would lock yourself in the citadel upon being...
He's retreating to the vault. Could he plan to release King Solomon's army? He'd be mad to rely on a mythical army to stop this invasion.
Ah, okay. So it is about that. That's cool. Yeah, because King Solomon was a sorcerer, and I believe he made his army like immortal with like blood magic. I think it was with the. I'm not sure if it was with the use of the Holy Grail. Puss. And you too. I wanna look up the original mythos of this. See how, and like learn up about it and see what they follow, what they change for this particular story. Okay, I wasn't holding the right direction. Wait. Here we go. Oh, you guys are bad guys. I thought you were his... Right, that makes sense. Just need a little bit more health. Hey, guys. Yeah. Alright, the combat, at least so far, isn't as crazy as Warrior Within currently, and obviously Two Thrones, which also brought it back. So I wonder if it's going to get like that as we upgrade, get more abilities. I wish I had blocking. I don't know what button that's bound to, so.
There must be another way in.
We got another puzzle. Oh, that is clean. Ooh. Parkour is so nice. You know what's crazy? Is that I don't know if you guys remember the original trailer of the Sands of Time remaster, but I don't remember it looking this good. I feel like the visuals kind of changed to like more stylistic for the trailer, which is hence why they have decided to take longer. I think they realized that it wasn't a visual style that people would necessarily
By the time I
wanting.
reached the vaults, I understood why Malik had come here. He had placed his last hope in the army. His only other option was retreat and defeat.
Right, okay, so it is a last-ditch effort. Yeah, because I was thinking you would go to the Citadel, hold out if you need to in the Citadel. That's usually the point of its design, is to be a place that is solid and a good place to kind of hold out. A vault, you know, it's not designed for battle. It's basically designed to keep things safe and keep people out. Right? So one aspect to a vault, you might have a escape tunnel, so there could be that possibility. But yeah, I guess that makes sense. He's going for the release of King Solomon's army. So he has, it seems like he has taken over King Solomon's, I guess this is probably his kingdom. Right? Because just like in Europe there was, or in the UK, there was many wars waged between many kingdoms. And, you know, kingdoms were traded in rulers continuously, right? Like, they were constantly being taken over, Game of Thrones style type stuff. And that also happened in the Middle East as well. In Rome.
The invaders had reached the vault before me. They had met with no resistance and were calmly stealing what treasure they could. I knew then the palace was lost.
Hey guys. Get out of here. This is my gold. Man, look how much gold there is. Can you imagine? I think King Solomon also was known for alchemy, right? So maybe he has so much gold because he was able to create gold using the Philosopher's Stone. Is this climbable? Oh. No, but this is. Interesting. Let's look at this statue. So you've got like this. It's like either a six-headed snake or maybe it's a flower, and it wraps around the legs. That's interesting symbology. Good to know they still have rats. Still have rats, or that they have rats. Okay, a little bit hard to gauge the movement. So he automatically jumps over ledges when he hangs onto them, compared to the other game. Normally you'd have to jump yourself. Also, you don't swing with the trigger anymore. Swing with where you point the thumbstick, which is more intuitive. It is a better way of doing it. Oh man, the transition though. Woo! I love the grandeur, size of these vaults. Just how epic it feels. So these lantern details in the walls. I think I called them Jali in one of the previous episodes. I don't think that's what they're called, actually. I think they're called something else. I have to look up the name again. But it was basically in temple walls and stuff, they would have oil that would kind of run throughout the walls, and then you just ignite that. So I wonder if they would have like a similar system. Obviously, be way more elaborate. Probably have to be pressurized as well.
Malik!
At last. You said you would find a way. Maybe you are as skilled a warrior as our father says. It's good to see you. Come with me. We shall see what our enemies make of Solomon's army.
Malik, this is madness. You have to get out of here. Save yourself and what's left of your people.
My people are all but dead. You've seen for yourself the palace has fallen. There's no other way. If I can control this army, we can win this battle easily.
And if you can't control it, what then?
Would you have me retreat? And leave this power in the hands of my enemies? At least this
Not
way
wrong.
we have a chance.
This army isn't meant for man to use.
You know nothing about the choices a leader must make.
I mean, yeah, it is a question of who's the greater evil.
If it
In
is
his
my
mind, it
power
makes
to save
sense.
this kingdom, I will do it.
I'm not trying to question your leadership. You don't even
Oh,
know
look,
what you're
it's the
releasing.
key from the
As
mummy.
many warriors as the grains of desert sand.
Definitely got to be inspired by that key. Oh, is this where the amulet comes from? That he puts in his thing? Maybe?
It's glowing. Don't touch it.
Interesting. Wait, so are these the sands of time? The Forgotten Sands? Is that like the same thing? Oh, it's gonna turn them to sand monsters. Right? Yeah, he's gonna get corrupted like in the first game.
only sand. What is...
Or they just get turned to sand, okay. Okay, we got sand zombies this time. Or skeletons.
Falling! Look out!
Oh, yo. That's cool. The demon has awoken. That was cool. I like that.
We have to get out! Head for the fortress!
What the heck is that? Wait, we just set free the devil? Woohoo! Alright, well, I think that's a pretty good cliffhanger to end the episode on. We're going to end the episode here. I'm going to turn this down in my ears. We're going to end the episode here. We'll be back next week, continuing on. But that was cool. I like the references. We're getting some King Solomon, which is obviously like a pretty well-known like magical king throughout mythology. Right? I recognize the name immediately. I have to brush up on what the mythology is to kind of remember. But I remember hearing about it in the Arthurian legend. I don't think it was like directly connected, but I remember hearing about it when reading through those stories growing up. So I'm excited to kind of see how that will be incorporated into the story. We got some sand zombies again. It seems like the sands of time might be mixed in with this. I'm assuming we're going to get like time reversal. control and stuff like that in this game. Surely, right? So that's going to be cool. But yeah, we're getting his brother, right? So we get like kind of more of the prince's family fleshed out, which is going to be pretty cool. I did know that the brother was in this. This is, I think, where I got up to when I first played it. I didn't get to get past this. This was exactly the same, like roughly around the same time I started studying at university, and I went off of playing games completely to focus on my studies. So this is really, really fun to be able to come back and actually play this game. This game came out around the same time as the other game that we played on the series. My first game I played on this series, Nightmare from the Deep, which, you know, that game was made by a smaller studio. Way fewer people on that team, and they scoped it down massively and got a really good game. I think like around 2012, maybe even 2013, 2014. It's kind of the end of the great games era for, I think, a lot of people. Like the PlayStation 2 era, there was so many fantastic games on that. Even really great games back in the PlayStation 1 era as well. That feels like the golden age of gaming, at least for me, where games were just so diversely interesting and ideas, really creative, and a lot of them did have big budgets, but there were also a lot of really great games from small teams as well. And big budget games, or big studios like Ubisoft, although they were big, they weren't anywhere near as massive as they are today. So even then, they were kind of smaller studios back then, which is really interesting to see kind of the progression of the games industry over the years. But yeah, I feel like this is kind of really towards the end of the era of really great games, so I'm curious to see whether it will hold up. So far, the game mechanics feel so much more polished. We're getting a better engine. The visuals are really nice. Visually, like, the prince's appearance actually has grown on me. He kind of doesn't necessarily look exactly like the prince from like Warrior Within and the original trilogy. He feels a little bit more rounded in his facial features, which is interesting. Bit of like a buffy hairstyle as well. Goofy hair. But yeah, overall, like, the game is feeling really cool. The fluidity of the parkour is feeling great. So yeah, we're going to be back. We're going to be back next week with a brand new episode. So if you guys are keen for that, definitely hit the subscribe button to stay notified of when these episodes drop. Our goal is we're trying to get to 100 subscribers, so if you want to contribute to getting us to that point, please do hit that subscribe button and hit the like button. That lets me know that you guys are enjoying the series as well. But yeah, until then, thank you guys so much for watching. Have a safe rest of your week, and until next week, have a safe rest of your week, and we will be back next time for more Prince of Persia: The Forgotten Sands. So until then, have a great one, and I'll see you guys next time.